Today's action is just the beginning of our efforts to protect free speech and advance our students' rights agenda. What I've been witnessing over the last long period of time, long before I became president, what I've been witnessing is outrageous. This order will also empower students with vital information about the value of the programs they take on and having to do with debt, student loan debt. I'm going to work to fix it because it's outrageous what's happening. You're not given that fair start. You're too far down. It's not right, and we're going to work very, very hard to get it fixed. But we're going to start with 43 million people in the United States are currently working to pay off student loans, and we'll be talking about that very soon. We're going to work on that very soon. I've always been very good with loans, and I love loans. I love other people's money. And we're going to work on it. Made a lot of money with those loans, and you're going to, too. You're going to do something that's going to be fair and good, but we're going to work with you very closely. The average student loan borrower owes roughly $35,000. That's a lot. And in many cases, much more than that. I've seen numbers that go over $200,000. You're behind the eight ball before you start. And yet, typically, students who take loans do not have access to critical information about what career outcomes they can expect from their programs, majors, or fields of study. They borrow more money than they can ever expect to pay off or pay back. Many middle-class American families are getting ripped off, while tax-exempt colleges and large institutions, frankly, they take these tremendous endowments. You look at the money that they have. They're making a fortune. For that reason, I'm directing the Department of Education and the Department of the Treasury to publish detailed information on future earnings and loan repayment rates for every major and every program at every single school. It's very important. Today's order also directs the Department of Education to propose a plan that will require colleges and universities to have skin in the game by sharing a portion of the financial risk of the student loan debt. I believe that colleges and universities, their costs have gone up more than anything I can think of. I've watched this. And you watch companies, and they'll keep it the same for years and years, and you watch these colleges and universities and certain institutions where it just goes right through the roof. And the reason, there's no incentive for them to watch costs. You see people at the heads of the institutions being paid a fortune. They don't care because the government loans the student the money. They pay the money to the college, and then the student graduates from college, maybe a very good college, but they graduate, or university, and they're stuck with $200,000 in loans that they won't be able to pay off for a long time. So we're going to make them have an incentive to keep their costs down. Right now, they have no incentive whatsoever. I watched this over a period of time. I figured it out very, very quickly. I'm good at that stuff, believe me. And I just see their numbers go up so rapidly because they just don't have the burden on them, and we're going to put burden on the institutions. We want them to get the best peaches, and the professors and the administrators and the heads, but the numbers are out of reality, and certainly they make it out of reality for students when you have to pay back those loans someday. With today's action and every action to come, the Trump administration will fight for America's students. We're fighting very hard. And remember what I said, we're going to give the student loans where you have way, way over $1 trillion in student loans. We're going to start looking at that very seriously and help some of those students that are just mired in debt.